Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to tonight's little bit of video gaming that we have ready for you. It is going to be the grand final of the Premiership playoffs. The winner of this is going to be in next season's Premiership division. That will be Season 19, powered by ESPORT. With me on the microphone is my friend Feeling Blue, and on the camera again we have Suyooo. How are you doing, Feeling?
I'm doing fine, thank you. Hello. Really excited for this match. Winner goes into Premiership division.
Yeah, definitely it's going to be a big game. So the loser of the game as well is going to have the chance to get into Prem, but they are going to have to face Cool Clan, which is going to be Admirable's team that he's dredged all of these players up from all sorts of different weird and wicked places. He's scoured the bottom of the barrels and found some unworthy brethren to surround himself with. So the teams tonight facing off against each other for a spot in the Premiership division in Season 19 are going to be in the blue BK, which is is it a full Swedish team? No, they do have some Finnish players in there as well. And in the red we have
3 Finnish players actually.
3 Finnish players, really?
Yeah, AMS, Zappis.
Oh, it's AMS Finnish as well. Wow, so yeah, a real split.
It's two Finnish players, yeah, I'm sorry. But yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah, so a split of Scandinavian players there on the BK roster. And in the red we have ESPORT, which is an all-French team as far as I'm aware. Slightly different roster to the Team France that we saw, but they share a few of the players.
Yeah, Drozo is Belgian, by the way, so he couldn't play in the French national team. And they are playing with Bout on Scout and Teammate on Roma, because apparently Nico can't play and they couldn't find a Scout sub, so they got a Roma sub, and Bout seems to be a decent Scout as well.
Yeah, Bout's a very good scout as well. He has a great hit scan aim. Yeah,
the logs from the warm-up game suggest that Bout did really well, so we can look out for that.
Yeah, definitely. I am going to be watching Bout as soon as he picks up that sniper rifle. Of course, another one on the team along with Nico, who isn't going to be playing tonight, who did get banned for hacking the Frenchies often on the sharp end of the stick when it comes to ETF2L bans, but he's back and hasn't been flagged up by the SE team again, so we're assuming that he's clean. He's just a sick player.
Yeah, we will see Badlands first, which is BK's pick, and on the second map we will see Viaduct, where we may see some sniper action from board. We have to see and wait, but it should be exciting because the ESPORT is a really DM heavy team, which so Viaduct should suit their style, and they should have better chances on Viaduct than on Badlands.
Yeah, I would agree, and especially seeing as it's their pick, they obviously feel confident on it. It's a fairly, I don't know, not unusual map, but it's a different playstyle to all the other maps that we currently have in the map pool, and for them to pick it, I think they must be feeling confident. They must have practiced it, and I think you have some results of a scrim that they just had against a certain team on Viaduct, don't you, Feeling?
Yeah, and ESPORT won against 425 on Viaduct and won 3-0. So it's a really good result. They lost Badlands though, close, 3-4. And,
yeah, and 425 are a good team in their own right on Viaduct as well. So BK, which of course stands for the Rollerbladers for some reason. I don't know in what way it does, but I believe that's the name of their team. Yeah, they're going to have a fight on their hands to take this in 2 maps, certainly. Although you would say that they are the favourites coming into this, would you not?
They definitely are. I mean, they showed really great form in the TFTV Invitational. They got 2nd place. They had a close match against Main Call TF in the final, and they are the favorites here. They even had a guaranteed Prem spot, but they decided to prove themselves in the playoffs, which they are doing right now. Yeah.
Yeah, definitely. And of course, eShock, if they do lose today, or even BK if they lose today, have got that chance, as I said, of beating Cool Clan and still getting into the Premiership Season 19. So, shall we get some predictions from you as to how this is going to go?
Yeah, I definitely think BK will win the first map. Badlands should be... Don't think it will be too close, to be honest. I think it should be like 6-2. And on Viaduct it will be a much closer match. Don't want to say that eShock will win, but they can. And yeah, if eShock win Viaduct, then the third map should be really exciting.
Yeah, I'm going to go for something like 5-3 on Badlands. I reckon BK are going to be able to take it, but it's going to be a bit of a fight put up by these French players. Shall we quickly... Oh, also, we have a straw poll at the moment going on, so please take part in that. Show us who you're voting for, who you're supporting in this Premiership playoff final. It looks like the Swedes and Finnish are coming out at the top at the moment, judging by that straw poll. The favourites winning that particular vote. Shall we run through the rosters quickly though, as it seems that both teams are very close to readying up.
Yeah, we have 12 on the server. Drozo already typing have fun. They're starting, actually.
Oh, they are starting, so I'll quickly zip through the rosters. We've got Knudsen on Medic, Rib on Demoman. The soldiers are going to be Zappis on Pocket and Zappis on Roma and AMS on the Pocket Roll with Happy and Zebasai on Scouts as we go to this first mid feeling.
Yeah, we see T-Mac jumping in, getting really good damage on the Medic, killing the Medic, damaging the demo. But BK seem to be holding this. It's only Degoon and Easy left for the French team. And maybe the BK, P and Rip can try to focus Degoon. Degoon gets really weak, but the Frenchies take the point and take Rip, and that should be their mid.
Yeah, that was a bit of a throw from Happy there. He could have just helped Rib and got onto... Oh, nice rocket from Dagon there. I think that was a direct onto Happy. And Happy just ran away into house. I think he was expecting Dagon and Izzy to back out and not want to take that fight. But they did come in, they had the superior heals, and they managed to bully Rib out of there, eventually taking him down with Happy.
Yeah, maybe it even came down to the medic pick that T-Mac made. So big credit to him.
Yeah, definitely. He was playing a blinder yesterday when we saw France play against England, which France, of course, took. That was a lot in part to
France are pushing resub here, they have huge advantage, and they're getting bullied by the Solly and resub. BK maybe trying to set up a forward hold here, so to delay and get their Uber up.
Yeah, they've got a 25% disadvantage at the moment, but the team eShock Esports now have secured the Spire, and they're going to want to be moving forwards here. BK now on 90%. It looks like they're going to be able to get it, but they're still holding forwards, they will, just making sure.
Thanks to the forward hold, they get their Uber. The French team should have climbed Spire and taken top lobby from Spire. It's much easier, it can't be held as easily. Now
and
they are climbing Spire.
At the moment.
Yeah, but it's a bit too late. I mean, the forward hold achieved what BK wanted to achieve, and now it's Uber against Uber.
Yeah, and we'll see what they can do in upper lobby. It looks like the Uber has been forced out from eShock Esports. They have got 2 picks for it. The Pocket and Zebasai going down. Yeah. So that's a great little pick.
The demo went down though, and BK still has Uber.
Yeah, they're going to have to force this Uber out, and that's what they do. Bod running from the lower right manages to force it from Knudsen, and now it's a 4v3 situation for the French as soon as the Uber fades. But with AMS and Zebasai spawning soon, they're going to be hard-pressed to attack this final point. But Bod runs in from the bottom right, just hits Knudsen with 2 shots and jumps on that point and caps it out before anybody could spawn.
Yeah, well played by the Frenchies. They used the picks, and that didn't really matter that BK still had their Uber. They popped the Uber and couldn't really chase, because as soon as they chased, the Frenchies would have got on point. So BK had to hold their position and couldn't do anything with the Uber, and the Frenchies repushed.
Yeah, now we're coming to the second mid-fight. I'm going to be watching Hidan as he gets pressured back a little bit by the bomb of Zappis, but Zappis instantly gets taken down. But Hidan does go down to a pipe from Rip, but the Swedish players now swarming across the point. The scouts cleaning up shop with Happy and Zebasai combining together to destroy everybody on eShock Esports. Izzy the only one who remains alive, and he has hightailed it out of there. He's all the way back at his spawn doors.
Yeah, well played by him, but it will be hard to get a Uber up. He only has 40% Uber now, and BK are already capping Spire. They will push very soon and try to focus Izzy or the point, because they know he doesn't have Uber yet. Let's see what they are doing with the pocket soldier.
Yeah, oh, Zebasai runs all the way in and manages to get him while he was inside spawn, so that's Izzy down. No Uber from the French and Belgian team, and they've also lost their Roman soldier. Now, their pocket, sorry, so T-Mac is going to be taking the fight on the top right, trying to do something. Bod comes in from behind and takes out the heals for the team BK, but AMS is going to get on this point. He doesn't manage to cap it.
He done saving it with 2 pipes.
Metaphorical nipple hairs away, and Hidan with the huge plays there. Incredible plays from Hidan, wouldn't you agree?
Yeah, it was really close, and BK had incredible position with both soldiers on top, but somehow they managed to throw the situation here. I don't know how.
Yeah, I think I'm going to give that one to Hidan. He hit 3 amazing pipes and just managed to defend the point from everybody, and just killed. Was it AMS as he launched himself onto the point and couldn't quite cap it out. Tense. It's very tense at the moment. It's 1-0 at the moment to eShock, but BK are knocking on the doors. Zebasai's respawned on Sniper as well.
Yeah, eShock also has a bit of advantage here. I don't think they will push though. It's really hard to push out of Badlands last. There's always the risk of getting backcapped. And they are fine with holding. Zebasai is Sniper, so we should watch him, I think.
Yes, and Drozo's running the counter Sniper at the moment as well. Maybe he smells that something's not quite right. He's looking down main at the moment and does hit this headshot onto Zebasai, so that's the Sniper down from BK. Is that going to instigate a little push? They're maybe going to take up a lobby here, eShock.
eShock definitely want to peek. I don't know if they will commit to this push, but they will peek, and if there's an opening, they will go for it. They're Uber here, they're Uber on Stonebridge, get a multi-Uber.
But Nutson's got a slightly better Uber out of this. T-Mac and Drozo doing their best to distract the players on the point, but now they might get caught in trash. Drozo on very low health, and Zebasai picking up a nice headshot onto the demo man of eShock. So they've got a demo man advantage, but a slight pick disadvantage here from BK. But another headshot rings out across the map onto T-Mac, and he's going to be pressured back a little bit, and that's going to force eShock all the way back onto their last. Oh, but it looks like T-Mac's coming out onto balcony. He's going to bomb in. He's going for Knutson. He gets 2 nice rockets on him, but can't quite finish it off. He does trade with AMS, though.
Yeah, I'm a bit confused. Is T-Mac Roma or Pocket? Because when pushing out, it was... T-Mac was leading and Degoon was on last. So this suggests that Degoon was the Roma. But then again, in this situation, T-Mac jumped in. I'm not really sure. Maybe they are running double gunboats, I don't know.
Yeah, it's possible, or maybe Dagon was just in a better position. He's actually not running gunboats, so I think he was just in a
maybe
better
he was a
position
respawner, you're right.
Yeah. Interesting to note there that Drozo again got the better hand over Zebasai as they had that little sniper v sniper battle in main. Board's going to push out on the Zebasai pick and see if he can do anything, but doesn't manage to, and he's going to be spawning.
It's 65.
So there's a bit of a window here.
They are pushing bottom right. Let's see. No, not bottom right. Just buffing up and going in now. But board will spawn now. Let's see if this achieves something.
Ubers have been exchanged. Drozo
they're going top right for a repush. Really well played here. Zebasai getting a pick on board. T-Mac dying. And the demo is under so much pressure. He done dying. And BK have 4 people up. This should be the round. Only Drozo and Degoon alive.
Dagon's managed to get some nice shotguns onto Rib and does manage to take him out. So it's only Knutson that's currently in there. Wow, and a nice defense again from eShock. Zebasai's respawned on Spy as well. So after trying Sniper and it not really working out, he's now switched to another off class to see whether he can get a cheeky backcap or a pick onto Izzy. He's been spotted though in lower lobby by Hidan and does go down, so Izzy is defended and they do have that very tiny Uber advantage, but they do have a player advantage as well. Oh no they don't, Board has been taken down as well, so it's a 5v5 fight around this spire.
Happy dying. I'm a bit surprised that Knutson didn't go crits here. He had a nice window. He didn't do it though, so it's equal Ubers. And BK is holding mid, they didn't defend Spire.
Gets absolutely destroyed in midair by Dagon. What an air shot, that was incredibly huge. Zappis just flung up into midair by a few stickies and then gets mullered while he's up there. So that's going to be a pick apiece for both teams though, onto the roaming soldiers. And with Izzy getting his Uber slightly earlier than Knutson, maybe we'll see a push, but Zebasai's in very far in the resup as well, hiding under that wooden bridge. Now fighting with Board, hits a nice me shot on him, but Board just retreats back into the resup area.
BK looks like they want to exchange Uber here. Taking Zebasai in for an Uber exchange, or is he suiciding? It was a suicide actually, they were spamming at the same time and now they got a better Uber. Knutson is really weak though, he can't commit too much, he has to watch out behind him, yeah. There's already a scout flanking.
And Board and T-Mac came behind during the Uber and managed to pick up Rib, who wasn't actually in it. So now they're going ham on the other players of BK. Only Happy and Zappis left alive, both on half health. Board manages to escape with the tiniest little fraction of his life remaining.
as well. Wow.
But yeah, big plays from the rest of eShock there as they managed to clean up what damage Board had done. And they secured themselves the midpoint.
Again, we see the incredible DM from eShock. It was so well played by BK. They knew that Knudsen was weak and it was well played by the Frenchies. They knew Knudsen was weak, they chased him, and then there was a huge DM fight that they won in the end.
Yeah, and now Izzy picks up the Kritzkrieg. He's now running crits, so the camera is going to be on Hidan, I am sure, as he is going to have quite a sizable advantage to take into this fight. It looks like BK have no idea because they're still holding very aggressive around that choke point. Izzy's just about to get his Kritzkrieg up now. Yeah, Knudsen's only on 80%. If they can get in now with Dagon bombing round to cause a bit of a distraction, but Rib just goes in there, destroys
well
Hidan.
Played by Rib.
And now they use the crits onto Droza. He does manage to pick up the Swedish demo man. And only T-Mac remains alive. A bit of a failed Kritzkrieg there. They read it pretty well.
Zep is chasing T-Mac and getting killed for it. That was amazing. That was... yeah, and Knudsen got a free Uber and 30% Uber advantage right now. They took mid. They are on Spire right now. They should be able to take Spire.
Yeah, Dagon might try and slow them down just enough for Drozo to set up onto balcony. He is running sniper and needs that opportunity to make a pick. Dagon does put down quite a bit of damage onto the scouts and blocks that spy capture for a while.
And Hidan dying as well. It should be a last push for BK without Uber.
Yeah, this is not good for eShock at the moment. If Drozo can hit a nice pick onto somebody, maybe Rib on top of that Spire, then they'll have a chance to defend. But he can't do that, and it's only Izzy and Dagon left alive to defend this.
I don't understand why BK are waiting for Uber. There's no demo. They should just go in. They are now, okay. They could have been a bit faster, maybe.
It's only... Oh, but some spawners have come in from Board and Hidan. The Uber has come out from Knudsen to try and finish up these players. Only Hidan remains alive. Oh, he does get the frag onto people, though. Oh, unfortunately can't hold off the tidal wave of BK players as Zebasai and Rib come in as well. And they've drawn it level at 1-all.
Yeah, well played by BK, but eShock overextended at Spire. They sacrificed their solis, they lost Hidan as well, and then they lost the last push.
Yeah, and as we come to our third middle, I am going to be watching Rib as he pushes across the point, getting tons of damage onto eShock. Dagon and Izzy now getting pressured back, but they've lost Zapis and Hair P here from some nice plays by Hidan and Dagon. Now all the frags going the way of... Oh, Board going ham onto BK there, destroying the combo that was left alive, and picks up a brace of frags of his own.
BK did a great job of focusing. Hidan Rip damaged him really early, and then Zeppis jumped him, but then they lost the post fight. I don't know exactly why. eShock should be moving into main already. They don't want to run into a forward hold right here.
Yeah, with Rib down, it's a perfect opportunity to be able to take that upper lobby without some stickies on the front door. They have managed to get in. Zebasai's running sniper as well, so they'll have to avoid
Drozo wants to take the Uber.
off.
Drozo will lead the Uber, I think. Let's see.
They'll have to contend against the Pyro of Hair P as well as they come in now on the top left. They've used their Uber charge, and Hair P doing a good job of blocking it in. Only now going down, so that's a great blockage. They've used up their entire Uber trying to get in on the top there. And the team of BK not being able to do anything, but now Dagon comes in and does pick up Knudsen, so that's giving them a huge heal advantage and a bit of a player advantage as they are now 4v3. Hidan leads the charge in, but he's baited himself onto the point, and they desperately need T-Mac now. T-Mac on the bottom right hand side does get onto Rib. Is he going to be able to cap this off?
Almost got a cap. I don't understand why the Frenchies rushed this push though. Knudsen died, and then they can just play their heal advantage and play it slow, go for the picks and go for the damage. But they rushed Rip, and Rip defended himself well, so then the Frenchies couldn't they maybe went too fast.
Yeah, definitely. I completely agree that when you have a heal advantage like that, it makes sense just to get back. Oh, we nearly missed a play there as Zebasai ran out from who knows where, flanking the team that are trying to defend Izzy 57, and doesn't manage to get him, but got him down to about 30 health. So a very close thing there.
So we are at 1-1, Uber versus Uber, and two snipers on the field in Board and Zebasai. Let's see what Board can do.
Yeah, this has been a recurring theme. Oh, Board hits a nice headshot there onto Zebasai, but Zebasai was buffed. Board taking this opportunity to go really aggressive, trying to peek in main, but now he's just got his buff, sitting back. He's headshot Zebasai once, and Drozo had the better of Zebasai as well the last few times they engage, so I don't think he's particularly scared of him. Now transitioning up to upper lobby, where he'll see if he can get a pick on anybody peeking on that top area, which is exactly where Zebasai is. He just runs in, he's not even scoped, and Zebasai easily takes him down.
Board went for the hero shot. And Zebasai gets teammate as well. This will be a push from BK. Zepp is already suiciding, didn't achieve anything, I think.
I think Zepp got caught on the bottom right area actually by Dagon. And now
BK seems hesitant now. They had 2 picks, then Zeppis died, and then they were really hesitant to push, and they are still on their last.
Yeah, a bit of a pity that Zappis managed to throw his life away there on the bottom right. If he just stayed alive, then it would have been a great opportunity for BK to be able to push out, maybe get something done. But as it is, eShock regain control of the upper lobby. It's Uber v Uber. No sniper on the field from them, but Dagon bombs in from main, takes a ton of damage though from Happy and Zebasai, and just gets destroyed. Is this going to instigate a push from BK?
eShock are very reluctant to exchange Ubers and then repush a suicidal pick and then push. So, longer states, I reckon.
Hidan here is getting really aggressive on that main. He's just walking in past the choke point, firing pipes away at
let's follow him.
Knudsen. Dagon now
getting in main. He has cloak and dagger. He's cloak and dagger, and he's taking his sweet time, waiting for spam. Going behind the medic now. He will request some spam, I think.
Oh,
gets the backstep on Knudsen.
Brilliant work by Dagon, and that's an Uber v Uber completely negated. The Uber from eShock now comes in, and they've dropped to the low ground. This might not go very well. Zebasai doing a ton of damage with his flares, but the only person left alive is Rib, and eShock are going to be able to take that with their huge Uber advantage, which was gifted to them by Dagon.
eShock's strategy of not exchanging Ubers and going for plays and suicides worked out in the end. It got them the round, and we head off into the next mid.
Yeah, it's definitely different to a lot of teams who will often put the Uber in, recycle, and try and play non-Uber v non-Uber, but they do enjoy going for those plays.
He done goes break this time. He doesn't want to get focused again, so he will survive a bit more.
Rib has done a ton of damage on this mid though, doing so much damage, but T-Mac just bombs in again and picks Knudsen straight away. That's going to give such an advantage, but Izzy goes down as well, and the only player left for eShock is Board, who gets me-shot in the house there by Zebasai.
A bit of a misplay by Hidan there. He was a bit more passive at bulk, he had decent damage, but then he just jumped in and died, instead of keeping the pressure on and staying alive. Okay, this grants BK the mid, and Knudsen again had a window to go crits and didn't. He seems to be reluctant to crits.
Yeah, they have these opportunities. We've seen it once from Izzy, but only the once, and it didn't work out so well, so maybe that's stopped either team in their tracks as they contemplate using the Kritzkrieg.
I think crits could accelerate the pace of the game, and this could benefit BK, because eShock have been slowing it down a lot.
Zappis has got in onto Hidan at the moment, hits 2 nice rockets on him, but I don't think he'll be able to finish him off. Zappis walks into a roller as well. Oh, poor Zappis, but he had such an opportunity there to take down Hidan, who was had no backup there in the upper lobby.
The Frenchies don't quite have Uber yet. If Knudsen realize that, then they can maybe push and get the medic or get another pick before Izzy Ubers. But they didn't know.
Don't think they know about that though. They don't realize that they have an Uber advantage purely from and a fully charged body shot onto Zebasai there. So Drozo engineers his team a pick, and Board looks like he's immediately going to throw it away, but doesn't quite. As they're getting a lot of spam into upper lobby here, thanks to T-Mac pressuring on that top right hand side. But eShock just content to sit on their last and
Zebasai going sniper again.
Yeah, but Board running in there. If he was going to throw his life away, he should have done it way before then. And this has instigated the Uber on the top right. Hairpy and AMS, the pocket and the scout, leading this one in. Hairpy choosing to stay in. Might be a bad idea, but it's opened up a bit of room for AMS to get in on the top right hand side. He does take down T-Mac, but dies to Drozo. So that's a 5v4 situation in favour of eShock. And Zebasai is on the sniper. He's all the way back at choke though, trying to defend a Spire push, so he's anticipating the push out from eShock.
Alert. The control point is being contested.
Hello? I think Feeling has died, so I will carry on casting this on my own, but Rib has picked up 2 frags, and Zebasai hits a nice headshot on the balcony onto Droza. So now it's a 6v3 situation with only the soldiers left alive from eShock. They have their heals up in the form of Izzy on that medigun, but Hairpiece just going to dance onto this point, and the soldiers just don't know where to be looking because there's so many entrances to try and deny. So they've managed to draw this level 2-all. They've drawn it to level 2-all Feeling. We've got an absolute blinder of a game on our hands. I thought BK might be running away with it, but eShock just absolutely determined not to let them. I'm going to be watching Board on this middle as he tries to defend the rest of his train from Zappis, but BK have got such a dominant position on this mid already. Rib really low HP and a nice pipe from Hidan. Huge air pipe from Hidan onto Zappis there to take him out. But, oh, and a nice run in from Board, who had been hiding under Valley the whole time, to pick up the frag onto onto Knudsen, sorry. So that's the heals and the Uber negated for both teams.
I'm not sure what went wrong there for the Frenchies. The demo decided to stay in Valley, just not even do the normal rollout. He went Valley and they didn't have any position. Drozo died immediately and that was about it. Knudsen again has a window to go crits.
Oh, but Zebasai's just run in as really far ahead of his team and destroyed Izzy. I don't think eShock had any idea what they were doing, or what he was doing there, and they get completely punished for their complacency as they just let Izzy wander out the spawn door and get minced by Zebasai's scattergun.
Yeah, Board putting some pressure on Spire, but it was quite worthless actually. Best option would have probably been to go Pyro or build a sentry, because they know they have huge Uber disadvantage and they can't take Spire or anything. So now the Frenchies are lacking off classes and they don't have Uber. This should be a relatively easy push for BK. Now Drozo is heavy. I don't know if it will help though. Damu will get focus top left here by Zebosai. Yeah, Zebosai focuses the heavy as well, and now goes point. Oh, he goes for the medic.
Oh, such a stack on the point there, and Hidan just couldn't do anything because he'd been taken down instantly at the beginning. With no stickies on point, BK realised that they could just stack that completely and destroy eShock. And they draw level by a whisker at 3-2 with 8.5 minutes left.
Yeah, eShock was lacking off classes and the demo was a bit out of position, so really easy push for BK. Let's see if eShock can improve their mids. Mids have been a big problem for them. And now they get the first pick on Zappis, on Zebosai as well. They have 2 picks and BK already has to leave mid. They are all going choke. Maybe someone will chase. Drozo is very aggressive, but Knudsen will survive. And they will put up a Spire defense, I think, because they have spawns incoming.
Yeah, with spawns in 4 and they already have their demo man up, Rib's going to transition over to Trash and try and hit some stickies onto the Spire. But the Uber still isn't up for Izzy, so if they get onto him quickly, they might be able to put some damage onto him. No, he
wow,
does
that
manage
was
to
really
pop it
close.
off. That was very close. He was down to 80 HP there, and a few of his teammates were on the verge of death. They do pick up frags onto Board and Dagon, and now they're going to be chasing Izzy out as well, and he goes down. So this is a very bad position for eShock here. Just the Uber not quite coming in as early as they would have liked, and they were forced to try and milk it there, and it just went terribly for them.
Yeah,
oh,
BK
wow.
didn't
Great
mind popping. Yeah, I saw that. BK didn't mind popping early at all because they got good position and a frag or 2, and then eShock again couldn't really utilize their Uber. BK going resub now. They have 3 picks. Board, a sniper, gets a pick on Zappis, gets a pick on her P as well. Well played by him. And not sure if BK
and he's just not really getting pressured. Popping off shot after shot on Great Bridge while he's behind BK. Just taking pot shots at Knudsen's head. Unfortunately, he didn't manage to make any of them connect, but that was dangerous play there. Knudsen now kind of stuck in a little bit, but does ride a rocket out. And Hidan's going to chase. Oh, but gets destroyed by a pipe from Rib. Rib knew exactly what was happening there. You can't put that past him. He's been playing the game since 1992.
Yeah, BK probably thought it was a free Spire, but then Board turned around and got 2 picks, so... And now he kills Knudsen as well. Oh, really unlucky for Knudsen, holding his Uber and getting punished for it in the end.
Yeah, he'd been holding it for so long, and with Board respawning on Sniper, it was just inevitable that something like that was going to happen eventually, unless his team put a ton of pressure on him. And this is Still, the Frenchies throwing away bodies left, right, and centre, and with spawns of Dagon and Board coming up right now, they are going to have enough bodies to be able to defend this last point. BK actually holding miles away. BK are all around their choke point still, so I think they're maybe anticipating the push out. They realise that they have 30% Uber disadvantage, and they're anticipating E-Shock to put a push on them here, I think.
Yeah, BK got 2 quick rounds previously, and now they are actually in a position to hold and buy time because it's only 5 minutes left. As this will be really hard for E-Shock to come back from last to the enemy last and get around.
Yeah, Izzy does have his Uber up at the moment, but with Drozo on Sniper, it looks like they're not going to be trying to peek out, not even taking this upper lobby area. They had something like a 30% advantage, but they're just going to let it dribble away, seep out of their hands like a fistful of sand. And Knudsen sat all the way back on Launchpad, is now going to have his Uber ready, and now they're going to transition into this lower lobby area and support Zebasai and see if they can get a pick to push last. Oh, Zebasai gets
nice
the better
shot
of Drozo this time.
AMS died, so I don't know if he suicided or if he went for a play.
And Board has just run straight down main and destroyed Zebasai on that sniper. So AMS and Zebasai down, so they've got a player advantage here, E-Shock. Is that going to force them to push out? Board running way ahead of his team here onto the Spire. He'll have to be careful not to be taken out, but Dagon gets a pick on the flank onto Zappis, but Zappis does manage to force the Uber out of Izzy. The Uber now coming out of Knudsen, but they've got such a better Uber have BK here. They should be able to make something of this, catch a few players out. But with Drozo sat on the point, it looks like it might be able to cap Spire off, but no, AMS jumping onto the point and defending it. Oh, but now Dagon, oh brilliant.
Oh, so close. They wanted to cap because they knew if they die it's over, and if they don't cap Spire it's over.
So now only T-Mac and Izzy left to defend last after a valiant effort to try and retake Spire against all odds. But the spawns of Dagon on board come in, sorry, Drozo on board. They can't do anything. Poor little scouts without a buff. They have such little health and not the optimal classes for defending the last point. And BK running ahead with this game 4-2 now with only 3.5 minutes remaining. E-Shock really have to try and be getting these rounds back if they want to stay in this first map.
E-Shock needs a wipe now to stay in the game.
Oh, and this is terrible. Hidan's failed his rollout. Sorry to interrupt you there, but I just saw that he'd failed that last little jump out of drop down, and that's going to give BK such a position on this mid fight. Unfortunately, Zappis goes into house to try and delay them even further and does get destroyed. But BK already had the point before E-Shock have even got to mid, but now they've overextended a little bit from their heels and they just get destroyed, slaughtered as they walk onto this mid.
This mid was so awkward. I mean, he didn't even try to jump out of house, he got denied, and somehow BK managed to bunch up on point and take the same damage, so E-Shock finally capitalized on that.
Yeah,
Izzy went down to 20 HP and they need to win this round immediately. They need to make a fast push and then win the next
They've got
hit.
a brilliant Uber advantage though, and Rib might go down here. Yeah, Rib does go down. Surely this is the opportunity of a lifetime for E-Shock Esports. Happy on the point, desperately trying to defend from Hidan and get from Dagon and gets a brilliant reflect kill. But Hidan pulled out 2 fight kills of his own, and E-Shock are going to take this.
Oh,
nice.
So close.
Well played from E-Shock there. They had that Uber advantage from a very strange mid fight, and they pushed in onto last. Hidan coming out with some great pipe kills there, and Onkaya valiantly trying to defend on Pyro.
E-Shock need to show their trademark aggression on mid now to win the game. This is it.
T-Mac going up to the enemy shit house. He's going to wait for his opportunity bomb round. He does take it now and immediately destroys Rib. Now goes behind to try and distract him. Dagon follows in on that aggression and takes down Knudsen. AMS as well going down. The counter aggression coming out here from Zappis does manage to pick up Izzy, so they're not going to have an Uber advantage. And also Zebasai and Zappis going huge to pick up the rest of the frags. A full wipe from E-Shock. I was not expecting
Incredibly
that.
crucial by Zappis to come in at the end and clean up the frags, especially cleaning up Izzy. And BK will be content to hold mid and yeah. No, they will even cap Spire and then
all
hold
the way
Spire.
up to Spire. It looks like they want to hold that, but Board has come behind from the resup area, has now come all the way behind Knudsen. Oh, he's getting onto Rib, but he was not expecting to find AMS there as well, I think, and has been told to, in quite polite terms, to bugger off.
BK didn't want to overcommit at Spire. They want to buy time and...
Yeah, they've got 54 seconds left to be able to secure this round. They have got the pick on Rib and Happy. Zappis also goes down, but the crits has been popped from Knudsen. AMS trying to get frags left, right and centre. Does manage to pick some up on Hidan and Drozo. The only two left alive from eShock are Izzy and Dagon, and they're going to have to take this fight because there's only 30 seconds remaining. AMS bombs in.
Zebuzai flanking, he's on the medic. Gets him easily. Izzy was struggled by AMS, and this should be game.
Yeah, this is the game. A very close one. Very tight stuff for this Premiership playoff final between BK and eShock Esports. The first map, BK's pick, it does go to BK 4-3. And we will be going to Viaduct as well for the next map.
And Knudsen got an arrow kill at the end for his troubles.
Oh, well done, Knudsen.
I was a bit worried because yeah, BK didn't overcommit at Spire, and the mid fight was very scrappy. And if they had lost mid, then maybe eShock would have had a chance. But BK held, and they used the crits, and yeah.
Yeah, definitely. If BK had overextended on that Spire as well, and eShock had managed to wipe them there before they got that Kritzkrieg ready, then it was very possible that eShock would have rolled that all the way to their last with just super aggressive momentum, as you often see when the time limit starts getting close to that 0 marker, and they could have drawn it level, and we could have gone to a golden cap. But that's all ifs and buts. What actually happened was BK managed to defend quite nicely on mid and held it comfortably for a 4-3 win. Shall we have a look at some logs feeling?
Yes, please. We see... we've seen it a lot in the BK team, and we see Zebuzai top damaging as scouts across all players, which is an amazing feat that not many people can achieve. Zebuzai got 10,000 damage, 342 DPM, ahead of his Roma Zeppis, and ahead of the rest of the server, especially the French team.
That's such a ridiculous log. I mean, I'm looking at it now, it's just crazy. Zeppisi's gone 38 for 21 with 10k damage. It's crazy. 2.5k of that was on Sniper, which he played 6 minutes of, but vast amount of it, and the vast amount of kills coming up on the scout there. He's just got some beastly hit scan aim and abuses his opponents with it. Interesting to see that Rib hanging around there at kind of the bottom of the scoreboard as far as damage is concerned, only on 244, getting out damaged quite considerably by Hidan, and that could come into play quite a bit on something like Viaduct if he's not having the best of games, not managing to hit his shots, something like that. Then Hidan could run away with this map. But Zebusai, of course, the scouts are going to be so important on a map like Viaduct.
This actually favors Zebusai again, doesn't it?
Yeah, yeah.
Also, we should expect the Demo Man to be healed a lot more on Viaduct and to have 2 gunboat soldiers. That means Rip will have a lot more heals, and maybe he's better with more heals. Who knows?
Yeah, I think we're going to be seeing some very entertaining play on this map. Zappis and T-Mac I'm going to be watching especially for some great Roma plays. They impressed me last map actually with the stuff that they managed to do. They both actually out-damaged and out-fragged, I think, their pocket counterparts. And I am going to be watching them for some sick plays. They're going to have to keep control of the enemy scouts if they want their team to have a chance of winning this map.
Yeah, exactly. Also, if you look at the kills that Zebuzai got, he basically molested Hidan, killing him 8 times, and he killed 15 scouts. So Zebuzai's, on the one hand, he controlled the flank really well by killing scouts and creating space there, but also he got Ubert, and when they had Uber advantage, he got Ubert in, killed the demo, and then they had a free point. So Zebuzai playing multiple roles.